Hi, I've been doing this blog for a number of years and I get a certain number of questions every month, actually every week. And I try to reply to every single one that I get. But here are the 5 most common questions I get, and they keep coming back and back. So here's a way of just sort of giving you the answers to this all in one video. So the first question I get this a lot actually. I just took a new job and I realize it's not for me. What do I do? So the question is, should I quit the job before finding a new job? Or should I stay in the job and then start looking for a new job? So I guess that depends on your circumstances. Now, it can happen. Don't beat yourself up that sometimes you misjudge an opportunity, you misjudge a company, you misjudge the boss, the environment, and you said, I can't possibly stay here. Of course, your individual circumstances will determine whether you can quit and look for a new job. The second question that I always get is, I took a job, it lasted a very short period of time, do I leave it on my resume? Now, I have said this many times. I don't believe in taking jobs off your resume, taking job off your LinkedIn, because somewhere, somehow, they come back to bite you in the behind. And then if somebody sees that you've taken a job off your resume, that leads to other questions about trust and about integrity. Just fess up, explain the reason why it was so short, and move on. We all make mistakes. So don't try and hide it, because if you try and hide it, the question is, what else is there? What else is there to hide? The other third question is, how often should I follow up after an interview? Oh my goodness, I get this a lot. The client interviews and then zero news. So here's what I suggest you do. Before you leave that first interview, ask them how long you're going to get for how long is it going to take for feedback, when should I expect to hear back from you, and how should I expect to hear back from you. Then your third question is, if I have not heard back from you by that date, can I give you a call? See what the answers to those questions are. And if they give you permission to follow up, and most likely they will, follow up. And if you followed up a second time and a third time you followed up, your last email, your last phone call will be, I'm assuming I didn't get the job. I've tried following up with you. I'd appreciate if you would give me some kind of feedback. This will be my last call to you. Because ask yourselves this, if they're treating you like this when you're a prospect, imagine what you're going to be like when you're a customer. So if HR or the hiring manager doesn't call you back, doesn't respond to your phone calls, it could happen that something slips through the crack. But do you really want to work there? If that's how your manager is going to treat you and you haven't even started working there yet, ask yourself that question. Next question. Should I take a job that I'm sort of interested in while I wait for the one I'm really interested in? Ooh, I hear that a lot. That's a dangerous one, because I've seen people do that. They sign the offer, they take the job, and they don't show up on day one. Oh my goodness, that's so not professional. But I do get it, that you need to put food on the table, and I understand you need to eat, you need to, live, and breathe and everything like that. But try not to do that. Try and delay the first opportunity. If it's really a viable opportunity and you would take the job if you didn't have this other one, ask for a delay, ask for time, and then also let that other job that you really want, make sure they know you really want the job, tell them you have another opportunity, find out how long it's going to take for a decision to come down. With those kinds of questions, they may even ask you, well, go ahead and take the other job. There you go. You're not being considered for that other job. So, ask more questions. Don't just leave it like that. But don't take the job and then just quit after 2 weeks because you're waiting for the real job that you really, really like. That doesn't look very good on your resume. It doesn't, people talk, right? And the last question is, should I ever accept a job on the spot? Here's what I know. Some people, especially in sales, you want to negotiate. But here's the thing. If you've let them know what your conditions are up front, I need this, 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 and this, and of course, there's a way to say all of this. If they know this and they come back and they give that to you, why would you go back and forth? Because then they're going to say, well, we've answered all of this person's needs. They told us what they needed. We went to the drawing board and we came back with everything. Some people get turned off by that if after you've given all of your conditions, you come back with, well, here's the 15th thing that I need. So if it's satisfying all your needs and we're not going to play any games. I've seen clients do that all the time. I'm going to meet their needs once. I don't want to go back and forth. Take it. I'm Dawn Williams. I hope that these tips have helped. I can reach on LinkedIn and on Twitter. Happy selling.